As the massive migration of millionaires continues from high-tax countries in Central Europe to low-tax jurisdictions like Dubai, how long do we think it will take before the UK follows the lead of France and Norway and installs an exit tax? Hi, I'm Zach from Emifast, and we are a Dubai-based leader in global tax deductions and reincorporation strategies. We provide the options you need to optimize your business and reduce your corporate tax levels. And you can find more about us on our website. The UK is set to lose approximately 10,000 millionaires next year in one of the largest exits of wealth that the country has ever seen. And why are they going? It's a mix of reasons, but the biggest reason has been the aggressive stance the UK government has taken towards taxation of wealthy residents and citizens. And with high levels of current taxation, the potential stop of non-dom income exclusions, and a general bad attitude towards their wealthiest citizens, it's really no wonder that the percentage of UK residents who qualify as a millionaire is expected to fall from 4.5% to 3.6% of the population. And put simply, the UK just hate rich people. And the rich people, they are just responding. And they're responding by taking their money elsewhere. And one of the biggest elsewhere they are going to is Dubai. And according to Bloomberg, as Dubai becomes a new Chelsea, brace for exit taxes. The article says that some 6,700 millionaires are expected to move to the United Arab Emirates this year, according to Henley & Partners, and ranking it to the #1 destinations for high net worth individuals, just as the UK is projected to lose almost 10,000 of them, how we said already. And the attractions are sun and sea, and what is for us more important are the no tax on personal income, capital gains, inheritance tax, gifts or properties. Wait, before you start packing your suitcase, I should tell you how the UK is going to hold you. Now, what is a country like the UK, which is known to be quick on imposing new taxes on the wealthy, supposed to do when it finds itself losing millionaires to places like Dubai? I mean, it's easy, right? They should combat the problem by proposing more taxes. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again while expecting different results. So to be clear, the UK is losing millionaires at an alarming rate, mostly because they are taxing rich people for being rich. And because they are losing so much revenue from their wealthiest citizens, cruising off to the other tax jurisdictions, the UK finds itself needing to raise replacement revenue in order to support their massively bloated social programs, along with their expensive new policies designed to support the low-income immigrants. And they're flowing into the country and replacing all those horrible rich people that are leaving. So again, what do they propose? An exit tax on rich people who are trying to leave. And yes, rather than trying to pull back some corporate tax rates or offer incentives to the wealthy to keep their businesses and their personal fortunes inside the UK, where they can actually be taxed reasonably, the UK government is now considering an exit tax, like the ones used in France and in Norway, as a way of giving their wealthiest citizen, or ex-citizens, let's say, one more reason to say, I'm never coming back. And remember, they have tried installing forms of exit tax in places like Sweden, Norway and France. And in most cases, the effect has been an initial rush to the border by wealthy people who are afraid that these taxes are just the beginning to a stricter tax laws in general, and a general reduction of new wealthy people who take steps to move into these tax jurisdictions. And sure, they do raise a little money from those unfortunate residents who don't make it out prior to the tax laws changing, but in general, the effects of keeping more wealthy people from moving tend to offset any initial financial gains. So what does a country like the UK do to address their budget shortfall? How about addressing the approximately £6.2 billion it spends annually on asylum seekers, visas and passport operations? The number of asylum seekers in the UK has risen from a roughly 45,000 people in 2019 to over 84,000 people last year. And the costs associated with processing housing and assisting these people are enormous and don't even take into account the cultural cost that comes when parts of London more closely resemble Islamabad than Whitechapel. And maybe it's a good idea if the UK slowed down on their efforts to punish successful people for doing well and concentrate instead on overhauling and streamlining a broken welfare program that is ill-suited to keep people from poverty anyway. They would find that much of that disappearing tax revenue is in fact staying within the country. It's always easier as a politician to say, I'm going to tax the evil rich people, than it's to say, I'm going to examine retirement ages, or we are going to tighten our borders. And it's also this kind of politicians, in fact, that make people like me very successful. So if you have any comments on the UK plans to introduce more taxation into an already bloated tax code, or you just want to add your opinion, do it below, and as always, subscribe and like.